Hi, I'm Patty Sajak, and this is chemistry. Here we have our young, attractive elements, silicon, fluorine, and neon. So, tell us about yourselves.
Hi, I'm Silly Silicon. I get along with a lot of other elements, and it takes a lot to get me to my boiling point. I'm hoping to meet my match, and I'm hoping it's my lucky day.
Hi, I'm Nancy Neon. I don't really bond with others, so I don't really know why I'm here, but okay.
Oh, I'm Fluorine. I'm pretty much the best there is. Not really sure why I'm on this game show, because I'm not really compatible with a lot of other elements, because I set the bar so high.
So, you're looking for a mirror image of yourself then?
You know what? You're right.
Come on, let's go.
Wait up!
Now we have the Bachelor the contestants will be competing for. Carbon, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Carbon. I have 6 electrons, 6 protons. I'm on the slimmer side, maybe a little average, but I'm definitely super compatible with most other elements.
Now, let's cut to a commercial break.
Alright, so do we have any questions before we start the bonding, Lynn?
Yeah, can you go over valence shells?
Sure. So basically all valence shell is the outermost shell of any atom. So the amount of shells an atom has is dependent on how many electrons it has. So more electrons, more shells basically. But every atom, no matter how many electrons, has a valence shell. And this is the last shell where electrons can go. So the atom wants to fill its last shell, because then it'll be stable. So it does this by either gaining, losing, or sharing electrons with another element to create a compound.
I still don't fully understand. Do you think you could give us an example?
Sure. Alright, so Samin, looking at the periodic table, you can easily find out which elements have what a number of electrons, valence electrons. So if you look at period 1, lithium only has 1 valence electron. But if you move all the way down, let's say to period 13, you must subtract 10 to figure out how many valence electrons it has. So can anyone tell me how many electrons carbon has?
Would it have 4?
That's it. Perfect.
And now, back to chemistry. Let's get on with the show. So, Carbon, do you have any last questions to the last 2 contestants before you choose a winner?
Well, I'd really like to know what type of bond I'd have with the contestants, you know what I mean?
I'm not really into like the whole sharing thing. I'm pretty much a loner all of the time, so.
Wow, that was a horrible response. How about silicon?
I think we would bond really well. I think we'd be compatible. I'd totally be willing to share my electrons.
Oh, I like that response.
Alright, I see some compatibility here. But now, it's time for another commercial break.
What's up, Smee?
So, Mr. Sullivan, every element wants to fill their valence shell, and that's why they either share or transfer electrons?
Exactly, Smee. So basically what these elements do is they either share or transfer. And depending on whether or not what they do, depends on how strong the bond's going to be. An ionic bond would be the complete transfer of electrons. It makes the bond much stronger than a covalent bond, which is when they share electrons. So an example of ionic bonding would be chlorine and sodium, while let's say covalent bonding could be, I don't know, silicon and carbon.
So what happens if the valence shell is already full? Does it still bond with anything?
Actually, no, they don't bond with anything. They actually just sit there alone and they just don't react with anything. But here's where it gets a little weird. There are some elements that are so reactive they can't be found in nature by themselves. For example, let's say fluorine. So fluorine would be found in nature as F2.
Are there any other elements that exist like this?
Actually, there are, and it's hard to remember, but I have an acronym for it. There's actually 7 of them, and they're called diatomic elements. So we have hydrogen, oxygen, fluorine, bromine, iodine, nitrogen, and chlorine. So when you look at their periodic names on the table, they spell out Hofbrinkel.
So the diatomic molecules are basically narcissistic elements on the periodic table.
Exactly. And how you remember that is you have an acronym called Hofbrinkel. So you line it all up, and then you can see exactly all your diatomics in a row. So I think I've made my decision what I want to bond with.
Okay, so who will make our little carbon the happiest element and the best bond?
Seeing that, neon isn't reactive at all, I couldn't see us compatible whatsoever, so my choice is definitely silicon. Thank you, Patty, for this experience.
Alright, silicon, come on stage and bond with carbon.